Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmania show.
Tasmania show. You already know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Wagwan gang, back in this thing, and if you really gang, bang that like button. If you like the vibe, subscribe. If you don't have good energy, keep your ass inside. You're tuning into the Tasmania Show with Taz Tikoon, brought to you by Tazzie's Baddies. Today we talking about PlaqueBoyMax, OJ Suave, and Saucy Santana. Quiet on the Creek. Shout out to Quiet on the Creek, The Shade. That was a really, really dope stream. Check that out. So look, my last episode I talked about PlaqueBoyMax and OJ Suave approaching him at Streaming University about his diva tat, saying he don't really think he a diva. He just doing it for the clickbait. Everybody was saying like, what's wrong with being gay, one love, and everything. But now Saucy Santana entered the chat, and we gonna see. Let's go back first so that y'all can see what happened and how we got here today.
Why you wanna be a diva?
On some flash shit.
Why you wanna be a diva?
Some flash shit.
You're a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips. You pushing the persona. You smart. You loyal. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been at this. But you are not a diva. Diva's been over. I don't think you've been over. You're not the little boys in clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. PlaqueBoyMax. Not PlaqueBoyBaddie. Not PlaqueBoy That is an abomination, Max. I am not proud of you. I am proud of everything else you did. Nominations. Changing the game. Changing your skin to Baddie Diva. Diva start with D. Diddy. What else? You know, it's like this, Max. And you know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media no more, so I can be a crackhead for life. When you keep pushing that barrier, Max, when you keep pushing that barrier and time passes, what happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, Max. They want your soul. I
ain't gonna hold y'all. When I first saw OJ Suave, I thought it was James Harden until I heard him talk. So I never seen a streamer. Shout out to him and everything. One thing about that clip that I thought was kind of crazy is just, it felt like a lot of judgment, right? Not even on a funny tip abomination. Like, I'm proud of everything except for that. Like, I don't think you bend over. And it's like, damn, like, why you got so much invested in PlaqueBoyMax? Like, if you want to bend it over, if you want to twerk, he recently said on the stream, like, why niggas can't twerk? Like, what's wrong with niggas twerking? I'm not jacking niggas twerking. Tazzie's Baddies, y'all can keep twerking, but that's whatever you want to do. If you want to twerk, make America twerk again. If that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with doing it. But I felt like he was going really hard, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really for the camera. But he's saying that he think PlaqueBoyMax is just doing it for the camera. Now it's like, okay, if you're doing this to go viral, because you got to keep up with that energy. A lot of times people will crash out going crazy on the internet because they trying to go viral. PlaqueBoyMax got songs. DDG, he's done the streams, you know, with Young Thug, Fabio Forum, but he's always going viral already. So it's like, is he really saying he's a diva to go viral? Like, I don't get why a man would say, excuse me, I'm a diva, like, and get it tatted, and why you would have so many issues with him doing it. It's like, it's his skin if that's what he wants to do. Now, there was a lot of flack from people in the LGBT community basically saying like, yo, why are you coming at him saying your parents, you need to be baptized? That was OD. And I'm like, God damn, he going in on him. If he wants to do that, like, your religious, whatever you believe is on you. That's not what this is about. Like, I'm not even about to get into all of that. But it's just like, damn, why is this man so worried about what a man, if he wants to bend over, if he wants to twerk? Now, before we get to Saucy Santana, because now people are saying that they feeling like, okay, what do you do after you've already hit the pinnacle? Like, I know you're trying to go viral. So some people are saying, like, I think what he's saying is that you're not really gay. That's not up for you to decide. Be gay, be happy. That's what he wants. But he's like, what are you going to do next? Now, the next is here, because now PlaqueBoyMax is calling Saucy Santana a bad bitch. Ain't nothing wrong with it, baddies. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever. But before we get to that clip, we're going to look at, so what I I've seen PlaqueBoyMax check niggas on stream, whether it was a Fabio Foreign or a TJ or whatever. So when he came at him, he didn't really have that same energy until he dipped off and he went to go do the stream, and they asked him how he felt, and it felt like, damn, like he really upset. Is he drunk? Like, but let's just get into this clip of how PlaqueBoyMax didn't respond to OJ Suave, but what he said to the chat afterwards.
On my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fucked with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of hundreds of niggas? You don't care about it for real. You just don't know it go viral. Bitch, this is me, nigga. I'm priest. This is me, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might tell some shit. Niggas get whole world think I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. I don't care. You might think that shit because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It's one love, bro. It don't matter. Niggas gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro?
It's one love, one love. What I like, and shout out to PlaqueBoyMax, like that. It felt like OJ was performing and him. I don't know if they both were trying to go viral, but I'm like, damn, PlaqueBoyMax, why you ain't keep that same energy when you was in front of him? So now everybody got all this sympathy and he feels bad. And it's like, yo, if you coming out the closet, come out the closet fresh. Do what you got to do. Ain't nobody judging you. Twerk. Do whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, another thing too, like there's no shade against Saucy Santana. Shout out to Saucy Santana. Shout out to the men that's out there. Whether you gay, straight, whatever you do behind closed doors is your business. Like, don't let nobody make you tuck your tail or make you hide for whatever. And I think that it's almost like what I don't understand is like straight people don't got to come out, but if it's a man and he's got to come out, it's like pull him out the closet. They trying to do that with Stephon Diggs or Chris Blake. It's just always this big thing about it when gay men run the industry. It's like, yo, look at Jason Lee. Like, it's a lot of different people, the gay agency with, you know, Ray J and all different types of stuff. So it's like, I don't know why it's such a big fucking deal if PlaqueBoyMax wants to twerk, if he wants to fuck with Saucy Santana, whatever it is that he wants to do. Now, PlaqueBoyMax, it's basically, he said that Saucy Santana is a bad bitch. Now, he says that he's a bad bitch, like he got bad bitch energy, you know what I'm saying? So people are speculating like, okay, like, whatever you like is what you like. So if he's calling Saucy Santana, it's a bad bitch. But my thing is that now people are saying that you did that with OJ Suave, and now you're saying it's about about Saucy Santana to go viral. Saucy Santana just did a funny ass stream with the Shay called Quiet on the Creek. I think it's dope because it was a time where it was taboo, where straight men couldn't sit down with a gay man, and it was looked weird. But you got Jason Lee sitting down. Shout out to Jason Lee, show everything he's doing. But let's check out PlaqueBoyMax, basically just saying that Saucy Santana, he a bad bitch.
All y'all are being a little crazy. Me saying Saucy Santana a bad bitch, I'm not saying like, I'm not saying Saucy Santana is pretty, like, or my type. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the Saucy Santana, bad bitch energy. Bad bitch is about energy. It's not about like the look. That's facts. Everyone knows this.
In the ground or doing some wild nut shit or twerking. Why don't we twerk? Now that I think about it, my nigga, why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance.
I'll hold you, PlaqueBoyMax. I was with you until you said baddies is not about looks, it's about energy. That's a dub. Tazzy's baddies is all about the baddies. I don't know what you talking about. So first and foremost, bad bitch energy is not about energy. Like baddie energy, you look like this. I don't get it. Whatever his psychology is, he's saying, I'm not saying that he's cute. It's like, if you think Saucy Santana is cute, nigga, just say that shit. Nobody cares. It'd be like, I think some people be like, they gonna think I'm gay. Or it's like, nigga, if niggas is gonna think you gay, where they doing that stuff to Stephon Diggs, you got Cardi B calling niggas out. It's like, yo, whatever, be gay, be happy. So it's like, okay, that's where he started with the twerk situation. Then he has the OJ Suave situation. Now he's like, yo, like Saucy Santana, that's a bad bitch energy. Now he doubled down. And he's dressed up like, this is PlaqueBoyMax, doubled down, got his tats, and he's saying he's doubling down that he's a diva. He's like, yo, like, fuck all that. He had somebody call him out. What I wish PlaqueBoyMax would have did in that moment with OJ Suave, that probably, I don't know if it would have been viral, but as soon as he said, you know, you ain't no diva, if he'd have just pulled his tat up and like, nigga, fuck it, I am a diva. Like, yo, it's my skin, I could do what I want. But let's look at what PlaqueBoyMax, the cosplay, makeup, whatever, he looking like pretty boy. Like, let's just check out PlaqueBoyMax new look.
I-V-A diva. She a diva, she gon' ride like she on runway. Tell the diva on my body cause she on D-I-V-A diva.
Prince, Little Richard, like you see him, he a diva, she on her own way. Like, yo, he dressing up, like, whatever, do what you gotta do. But it's like, yo, like, my thing is that why don't niggas keep that same energy, Tiana Taylor? Why don't niggas KTSE keep that same energy? My thing is like, yo, if it's not directed, it's not respected. Like, and when you don't check niggas, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. It's just so weird. In IRL culture, someone calls you out, and I can't tell you, like, defend yourself and do all these other different things, but you got another grown man telling you this, and I don't know how conflicting that is. Like I said, it seems like two different people in those clips. Like the way that he looked very sad and uncomfortable at the streaming university and embarrassed. But then when he's back, like, yo, what's wrong with being a bad bitch? Like, what's wrong with niggas twerking? It's like, yo, PlaqueBoyMax, ain't nothing wrong with you twerking or anything like that. Now, I don't know how they know each other outside of the streams, but like, oh boy, OJ Harden, like, he's been getting slack all over the internet, all over the community, because he said that he didn't realize the pain that he caused PlaqueBoyMax, because he's really not an internet nigga, but he could, if he got canceled on the internet, then like he could just get, I don't know what type of streamer or how if he streams once a month or how his streaming goes, but he said he took accountability and he apologized and he didn't mean it. He seemed like remorseful. Like, I don't know about the sincerity in it or whatever, but it's like, hey, like, if you are trying to make amends, my thing is like, don't embarrass somebody publicly and not be willing to take the same energy to rectify the situation or whatever. So a lot of people had things to say about it, but this is him on stream basically talking to Duke Dennis, talking to different people about, yo, I didn't even know that he was like upset about me calling him a diva. I thought that's what he wanted because he's like that. But it's like, yo, if he wants to be a diva and he paints his nails, it's like the abomination dipped in oil, and it's just like, god damn, this is like an episode of Greenleaf. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I did not know that touched him like that, genuinely. And my humor, my dark satire humor, that's how I do. I'm from the island. So I didn't even see the media. My friends told me like, yo, Max was, and as soon as I heard it in the moment, I said, bro, my intent was never to make Max cry. I didn't know that I would touch him like that. But if mad random niggas come to me and like, nigga, fries, fuck you, I'm apologizing. I was gonna go to the nigga first myself and go apologize, and then if he didn't drop me, I would have probably said something. Be the fake sorry on the media when I didn't go talk to the nigga in his face. Fries. And where I would come up is that I feel like sometimes I need to be more in tune with the media, because me personally, what I've done with my recent content, I don't use on it and I go. So I didn't know what Max was going through afterwards to know that it was a build-up on him. Because the last thing I seen was the diva tattoo. And my perspective is truly, if I paint my nails and I put it on social media, I need to be able to be perceived regardless of if people like it or not, because I'm comfortable in how I'm expressing myself. It's not about people liking my nails. It's about just me. But I understand if I painted my nails and my friend takes a picture and posts it and I wasn't ready. But I feel like, okay, if I do something like that, I'm ready to get the opinions or the scrutiny or the blessings or the glaze. But I understand, like, yo, I'm a person, he a person too, and sometimes I could be too strong. But the media is not going to make me, nigga, fuck you. I'm going to go apologize to him. I'll see where I'm wrong, but nothing about you and King 68 that I hate. I don't know. But I'll be honest, you know, I hate y'all. I'll be like, I hate y'all.
Wait. Hate or hate on?
Both. But
I can see it, okay.
You know, but as a man, it's my ego. Don't come to no function, bro. Stay home, bro.
I don't go to function like that anyway.
King 68, bro. Y'all niggas need to just buy a PC and die with the PC.
You know, it gets a cap, gang.
I'll hold you. Like, I hear what he's saying. It's almost like, okay, because you got diva tatted, I can come at you and basically just say, you're not really gay. You don't really be bending it over. You're not really DD. But like, he went very hard. It was very performative. I'm not going to lie. Seeing his energy in this clip, and the other one is just like you doubling down on this dark humor and the content, and you didn't know accountability got to be your best ability. Like, you got to take accountability for your words. And at the end of the day, like, you're not responsible for how people react, but you are responsible for how you treat people. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, just think about what you're saying. It's like I don't get, if you go back and listen to the clip, how you can't see that at the very least, just the things that you were saying, just take out whether you knew you offended him. Like, abomination, your family's not proud, I feel like this, that, and the third. You making a lot of assumptions, and there's a lot of people that have a lot of energy invested in what it is that you do behind closed doors. It's like, yo, why do niggas care? What you eat don't make me shit. Like, why are niggas so invested in it? And it, to me, looked like I don't know, it's kind of weird because niggas will do anything to go viral these days, and it's like, you gotta have some type of integrity, some type of morals. But If PlaqueBoyMax want to be a diva and he wants to twerk and he thinks that Saucy Santana is a bad bitch, that's his prerogative. Like, do y'all care? I want to know what y'all know. Like, let me know what y'all think in the chat. Like, is it that big of a deal? Do you think OJ Suave went too far on PlaqueBoyMax? Do you care if PlaqueBoyMax is a diva? Like, if you think he's a diva, put it in the comments. If you think that Saucy Santana is a bad bitch, put it in the comments. Tazzy Bad, as you already know. But look, if you really gang, bang that like button. And if you like the vibe, subscribe. If you don't have good energy, keep your ass inside. You're tuning into the Tasmania Show with Taz Tikoon, brought to you by Tazzy's Baddies. Let's grow. Tikoon running up the score, Tazzy's Baddies on the floor. And that ass is super fatty, call me Zaddy, throw some more. Super nasty, she a savage, slaughter fucker like a whore. Popping bottles, foreign models, Tikoon on the world tour. Shorty, what you bad for? Turn this to a hit-a-thon. Damn, all your bitches bad, tell them they can come along.